Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurwreck Autos HQ. So today, guys, I am going to show you a new project that I picked up yesterday. It's sitting outside. I'll take you out and show you in a minute, but this is probably by far the most expensive probably gamble that I've had to take, I think, when it comes to doing this. I've never done one of these before, and it's something a little bit different, and it's from this make here. And if you follow me on Instagram, you've already seen this car. I put a picture up. It looks unbelievable, but doesn't run, doesn't drive, no keys, so it is a big gamble. But you know, no risk, no reward. You have to just dive in and try these things sometimes. Sometimes you're going to get burnt and sometimes it pays off. Let's just see and hope for my sake that this pays off, because yeah, I've already sunk a load of money into this car and I've not even started it yet. So let's get outside, show you what we got, and let's see what is going to happen with this car. Let's do this. Right, okay guys, just before we go out and I'll show you the new project that I just got yesterday, just want to quickly have a quick mention on this. This is going for its MOT today at 4 o'clock. So it's probably not, I'm not going to be able to show you the results of that until tomorrow's video. So, but I just thought I'd say that this is actually going for an MOT today. I will do the normal MOT checks, go all over it, see what is going on. And yeah, fingers crossed, hopefully no issues getting this through, but I'll speak to Bob and just see what he wants to do once we get the report back, and we'll go from there. So yeah, let's get outside. Let me show you this new project, because this is a serious bit of kit, this car. We have got a Focus ST2 2016 plate, and it is a cat in, just this front damage here in the corner, that's it. But it is a serious bit of kit. Once it's all fixed and back on the road and everything's good, this is a really fast car. But yeah, and it's literally I had to put it like this off the trailer because no keys. It is a category, it's an X on the end, which means it comes from an insurance company. So yeah, no keys, but it was open, because the pictures from Copart, it was open, so that's good. So the guy can get into it to cut me some keys to see. Well, I didn't even know the mileage on this car. So you know, it was a bit of a risky gamble, but I thought it was a decent one, because these actually go for strong money. I couldn't believe the prices that this goes for. This is the facelift as well. There's like a pre-facelift, and this is the facelift version. They did that after, I think, 2015 with some pre-facelift. So this one is the front end, and the back and the front is a little bit different. I'm not quite sure what else they did to it, but yeah, this is the facelift version. But it's just absolute filth. Like, the whole car is just absolute filth. Normal stuff with the Focus. Hanging down, sticking out the door is the rubbers. So, you know, there's plenty of bits and pieces to do around this car. We're definitely be doing the wheels, refurbing the wheels, and putting some brand new tyres all round. This car actually got MOT'd 2 months ago, with no advisories on the MOT. But I just don't like the tyres, I've got to be honest. Don't know why. They're cracking a lot. And yeah, just don't really like. It's got a bit of tread on all round, but I just don't like them really. So if we're going to get the wheels refurbed, I might as well just get a set of brand new tyres, because they're not going to be much money. Because if you go to... Sorry guys, I'd like to cut off there. Someone wanted to come along and talk to me. So I'd like to stop filming for a second. It might happen again, I warn you now. So, but yeah. So what was I saying? Yeah, I was saying about the tyres and the wheels. We're going to refurb them. Obviously the corner damage is here. And you can see that the crash bar has been hit and pushed there. You can see that it's there. There's no, I don't think there's chassis leg damage on this one. The other side's fine. This is where the impact is. The light's completely smashed. We've got a bonnet that's a little bit dented here, but I think that's repairable and then get resprayed. So we've got to find a bonnet complete, crash bar, slam panel, front end sort of part. I think the wing's okay. Don't think that's had a little bit. I might have done. So I might replace that, or I might just get the guys to do it. Not quite sure yet. Don't think it's that bad. Just a little bit, yeah. It might be just a little bit play around with it, a little bit. But yeah, this is going to be a good one. This one, I know, I can see it there. This roof, this is supposed to be white. This car is supposed to have a white roof and white wing mirrors. Someone has definitely wrapped the wing mirrors and the roof, and I can tell that because there's like a little lip here. When you open it, you can I can kind of grab the actual wrapping. So someone's done it here and here. I don't know why they've done that. I don't know whether to leave it or try and take it off, but it does make it look a little bit, don't know, yeah, because you've got the black wheels, it kind of makes sense that you have black roof and black wing mirrors, because you've got black wheels at the front. So I'm not sure about that yet. Wing mirror as well, wing mirror cover, sorry, and indicator bulb. So we've got to look into this. We've got to find out what we need to replace, other bits and pieces. But obviously, the biggest thing at the minute is getting the keys done and to see if we can get this started. Basically, I need to hear this car running. Do you know what I mean? There's no point doing anything else, really. Let's be honest, unless we know that the engine is okay. Now, I have had some keys cut for this one. That's why we've got power and we've got ignition. So now I can see the mileage. So let me show you what the mileage is. So the mileage is 58.73. So 58,073 miles. 58,000. That's not bad. That's not bad. I checked the previous MOT history, and the last MOT it done 57,000 miles, 57,600 I think it was, something like that. So it's only done a few hundred miles since the last MOT. And like I said to you, with the MOT there was no advisories, but still got to do my checks. I've still got to look around. So we have got some keys now, but it will not start for some reason. We get ignition. So it says press brake and clutch to start. So I'm pressing that. So it's turning over and cranking. But I'm getting no start. Which is not good. It ain't good, I've got to be honest, at the minute. At this present minute, it ain't good. But that's the risk, isn't it? You know, we take that risk and we roll with it basically, and we just see if we can sort something out. The good thing that's going against this car is that, you know, it's only just had an MOT. The mileage is really low, and you would have thought that up to the point of the accident, it was running okay and fine. There's no issues. Do you know what I mean? So why now? Now, I'm going to put a scan tool on it and see if what comes up. So bear with me. Let me go and get my scan tool. I'll plug it all in. We'll find out if we can see any codes coming up or anything that gives us an indication of what is going on with it. And that's kind of it really. Let's just sort of see how we go like that. So bear with me for now, and I'll come back to you once I'm all set up with the computer. Right, okay guys, so I have got me Autel here and I've scanned it, and as you can see, these are the main codes that are on there, which is connected to the car. Yeah, there's a few others that's connected to, like the door module. I don't know why it's coming up. Door module, stereo communication, something like that. But there's a couple on here that are really interesting. Do you know what I mean? Because if you look, it says there, fuel level regulator at control circuit open. And then air temperature sensor. I've already taken off the air box to swap the batteries. So that's probably that. Clutch pedal position. Don't know what that's all about. Lost communication with fuel pump control module. Now, lost communication with fuel pump control module. Very, very... That is going to... I reckon that's going to be what it is. But let me show you... The thing is what I found. Let me just turn that off. Let me show you the corner damage of this car. Because I think this is related to it. Down here is the ECU. Now, that ECU, that should be sitting up here somewhere. And I think we've got a wiring problem down to the ECU here. We've lost communication, a wire's broke, a wire split. I already can see that there, look, all those wires there broke off. Something as, I think that's what our problem is. So what I'm gonna do is I am gonna set you up over there, because it's a bit windy today. I'm gonna start cutting off this bumper and get into this ECU so we can see if I can see anything that just needs replugging, rewiring, connecting back up, something that's doing, because everything else seems all right. There's no, the impact was this corner. So it should be all related to this area here. There shouldn't be anything else that's related to it. But yeah, I think that's what it is. I think there's no fuel getting to the module, or fuel getting to the engine. I've checked the oil, it's all good. We've got water in there. It is holding, but I think there's a leak maybe on the rad somewhere. I don't really know, do you know what I mean? But I think that's our issue, is getting fuel to the car, and it's the ECU or the module that's saying, nah, I'm not letting you do that when I try to start it. Fuel pump, do you know what I mean? It could be all related. So bear with me, I'll set you up. Let's get this cut off here, see if we can get into that ECU a little bit better. I want a bit more room, get rid of these plastics, just get rid of all that, it's rubbish anyway. And then we'll have a good look to see if we can get this running. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I can get this running today in this video. But let's just see how far we get and what we can do. So yeah, bear with me guys, I'll see you in a bit. Right, okay, so guys, I've been messing around, playing with this for a while now, and still really can't get on it started, I've got to be honest. I really honestly think the reason for it is this corner. It's definitely having an issue with starting, and I think it's got something to do with these plugs, because a few of these wires are actually coming out. They're not actually staying in properly. And the only way to get them back in is to sort of undo the actual wiring in there, and then you can push the wires back in. There was a couple of loose ones that I found, a green one, a blue one, and I think it's just because it's been stretched, it's pulled out of the pins. I'm hoping that is going to be our problem and that issue. But what I really want to do now, I didn't want to do this because I wanted to make sure that it runs before I went any further and threw any more time and money at it. But I believe now, really, I want to get this front end off, because I don't know what's squashed. As you can see, that there's wires that have broken here. I don't know what's squashed and broken behind there, what's been pushed and what's under pressure. Do you know what I mean? There could be some wires that are split, broken or twisted, or pipes that are not. So I think the best thing to do in the next video on this car is we're gonna take off the front end, try and do that ECU, put all the plugs and all the wiring back together, and then hopefully we can get this running. But I've had someone else look at it as well, and he said exactly the same thing, is that it should run. It's saying something to do with the fuel. It's fuel related, but he's unsure of what what the issue is. Unless you, like he said, unless you start taking the front end off and you can see wires or something that's squashed or broken or split or broke, I could just be chasing my tail when it comes to this, and I can sit here for days and days trying to work it out, trying to start it up, trying to get it going. But there could be something happening that I can't see because it's been squashed or it's been, damaged. So yeah, I've got to leave it there. That's the end of this video at the minute, and this car. We will be coming back to this pretty soon. But for now, guys, I've got to leave the Focus ST where we can't run it. It can't run. I'd love to be running, guys, but it's just not happening. But yeah, you have to bear with it. You have to keep going, push forward, and make it work. So that's the end of today's video, and hopefully this is going to be an absolute skonker of a car. It looks amazing. And it's filthy. It looks wicked, but it's filthy. So you can imagine when I'm completely finished with it, this is going to look a proper nice hot hatch. I've already started looking into sort of new tyres. I know what it's going to cost to refurb the wheels. Start looking for parts, bumpers, front end, slam panel, crash bars, all those sort of side of it. But yeah, it's just a shame that we couldn't get it running. But I honestly believe that there's something going on, and we need just to put it all back together. Make sure we look all over it. We check everything, put all the wires, connect them back up, look for splits, sort the ECU out, because I think that's been dragging, hitting the floor, whatever. That ain't helped at all. And that's a big part of running a car, and everything seems to be working apart from it won't run. So I'm hoping that is going to solve it. But yeah, guys, that is it. That's the end of today's video. I'm going to be making my way over to the MOT centre with Bob's Focus. I'm going to run it in about 10 minutes. I'm going to let you guys know tomorrow how this went in tomorrow's video. But for now, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching me so far on the Focus ST. It's a great car, and I'm also looking at another one next week, believe it or not, another Focus ST. So you never know, we might have two Focus STs on the channel and in the workshop being fixed. Right, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow on the next one. Take care.